Hear me? I know you're gonna dig this.
They'll go to second for one, and now they got the man trapped at third and take it out.
And second and two. Handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle. Finds a little room. Lots of room. And he's off to the races.
Welcome to the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. You're listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show with your host, Kate Dix from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with a large heart, and co-host Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. Also co-hosting Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. These are your hosts, bringing you the ultimate in sports news for the ultimate sports fan. Be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now sit back and prepare to get into another episode of the Just Us Sports Talk Show.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm hearing reverb. I don't hear it no more. All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Father's Day to all those who had a good Father's Day. Hope you enjoyed my Father's Day. I cooked all my food. I cooked all my food. I'm gonna tell you right now, I cooked all my food. And I sat on my porch and ate all my food and listened to some music and went to bed. I did exactly what I wanted to do. So it don't matter. It don't matter one bit at all.
You know what I did?
What you do?
I watched House of Dragons all day long. Got caught up on season 2 and then watched the first episode last night. Amazing. Yes, I'm black, but I like him.
There's a new show came on TV. I was watching a little bit of it. It's animated on I can't remember the name of it, but it started out not animated. But I can't remember the name of it. It looks okay. It's a Japanese thing. I'm gonna try to get into it and see what it looks like, but that might be my next thing because everything I didn't watch is already at the end, and I'm waiting for the next season to come on. Like Fire Country and Suits, and all them other things coming on. Huh?
Suits or Suits LA?
Nah, I can't do the LA one. I tried that. That's not.
It was only 2 seasons.
Yeah, but see the other one, and then what's the other one? Not Suits, and there was another one where he's a lawyer, Spanish guy. That saw him as well. That was a good one too coming on. So just a couple of things I'm waiting for to come back on. The summertime they give everybody rest and let them do what they do.
Sometimes I dream that he is here.
Oh Lord, he's in rare form, ladies and gentlemen. He's in rare form.
I'm just saying. He can come in without a Nike here.
On the line, we got Dana and we got Lou. What's up, Lou? How you doing? Dana, how you doing?
I'm big fan. Could you say myself?
Great, man. Great to have you guys on tonight. So let's go ahead and get started real quick on this MLB stuff, man. Because MLB is looking nice for somebody. So nice I had to say it twice. New York Yankees. Somebody got feedback. Put yourself on mute. New York Yankees are 46-30. Thank you. 46-30. 22-15 at home. 24-15 away. Plus 112 and run differential. Lost 2 games, 6-4 in the last 10. Tampa Bay Rays are in second place at 43-31. I think these two gonna flip flop all the season long. But what's most impressive with the Yankees is they don't have the big bat right now. He got hurt, but they're still playing good baseball.
It ain't just one big.
Yeah, but they suffered a 3, I think, lose 3 against the Reds of all teams. Ugh.
We lost to versus the
Ooh.
Reds.
Yeah,
What you saying,
ooh, right.
Hey, it's not just good. It's Stanton, and it's also Matt Freed.
Stanton's out too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
So-
we still haven't
so- So, Rich, did y'all take advantage of the Yankees because them guys were out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How
We
the
had
last
to.
team saying that?
Who won the series?
It was a tie.
Yeah, it was 2-2.
Oh, 2-2? Oh, okay.
Judge actually played in that series. That's when he got hurt. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. So right now in the Central Division, you got Cleveland Guardians who's holding on to a one game lead over the Chicago White Sox, 41-37. Then 19-17 at home, 22-20 on the road, a -7 run differential, lost 1 game, 4-6 in the last 10. This division is going to be fun to watch. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Chicago's 1 game out of first. Twins are 3.5 out. Tigers are 7.5, and the Kansas City Royals are 9.5. If you can't see the Royals, you're sitting there saying, "Man, the only thing we gotta do is win a few games in a row. We're back in the mix of this thing." So that's gonna be real interesting. Keep on watching. Seattle, 40-39, 22-19 at home, 18-20 on the road, a +17 run differential, 1 game, 4-6 in the last 10. Now this is the thing; they're the only team in the West that has a +17 run differential. Everybody else is a -54, a -11, -41, a -36. You would think that they would have a bigger lead, but they don't. They're 38. Athletics are 38-40, half a game out of first. Texas is 37-40, 2 games out of first. Houston Astros are 37-42, 3 games out. Los Angeles Angels are 32-47. They're only 8 games out of first place. I need somebody to go on mute. I hear some back noise. National. In the National League, you got the Atlanta Braves are 48-28. 24-14 at home, 24-14 away. A +97 run differential, lost 1 game, 3-7 last 10. The Philadelphia Phillies are 42-35, 6.5 games out of first place. They won 2 in a row to 6-4 in the last 10. Then you got the Marlins coming up in the rear, 40-38. You got the Nationals, 40-38. You got the Mets, 14.5 out. In the Central Division, you got the Milwaukee Brewers at 46-29. 25-15 at home, 21-14 on the road. Won 1 game, 5 final last 10. Cardinals are 5.5 games out. Chicago Cubs are 7 games out. Pirates are 8.5 games. The Reds are 9.5 games. Everything looked like, other than the Mets, the Giants, and the Rockies, everybody's in play right now. Everybody's in play. Out west, the Dodgers, who have finally got the best record in the major leagues right now, 49-29, 26-14 at home, 23-15 on the road, a +133 run differential, lost 2 games in a row, 6-4 in the last 10. Padres are 9.5 games out, the 5 last 10. The hottest team right now in the major leagues in all divisions, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, all the Minnesota Twins were 7-3 the last 10. Miami Marlins 7-3 in the last 10. They're the 2 hottest teams in Major League Baseball. But I don't know if you guys know this, right? They have a MLB went to them and proposed a proposal for the league going forward next year. And these are some of the things that they're talking about. Says right here, what was proposed? The proposed covered domestic, international, amateur, and covers a significant amount of ground. The most important elements include high school players will be eligible for domestic draft. It need to be at least 2 years removed from graduation to be selected. So that means if you go to the minors, you got to play there at least 2 years before you can get selected, before you get drafted. Different. An international draft will be implemented for every player outside the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico, which they haven't done, which will be different. Okay. Domestic draft currently is 20 rounds. An international draft Both will be 12 rounds. The minimum age of international entry would move from 16 to 18. I need somebody to go on mute, please. Okay, thank you. Signing bonuses for both hard slotted and capped $2 million around, with international players now and slash half from current systems. Domestic, all draft picks can be traded. So if you get drafted in that round, if you get drafted, you can be traded in that certain round. Reduction of lottery teams and eliminated competitive balance choices. College baseball with Major League statement called increasingly important pathway will receive an influx of high-end talent annual serve as mandatory stop and domestic development pipeline. Underdrafted players for both pools could sign for a maximum of $10,000. So basically, what they're saying in college baseball, go back and play baseball because you'll probably make more money if you play more than 2 years. Because $10 million, $10,000 ain't a lot of money if you got NIL deal, and you're making $1 million or something. There would be no cuts of minor league teams in 2030 when the 120 players development license the MLB grants to make the minor league baseball expire. Current major leagues react swiftly, with the union issuing a statement that said proposal will cripple the next generation of players and damage the future of the game. You notice that they didn't talk about money in here at all, guys, at all. They talked about no money at all. And if you want to finish reading the whole detail, go to ESPN and it outlines everything, everything for Major League Baseball, what they're trying to do, what they're not trying to do. I think the biggest setback to me though is where they're dealing with guys that are international, how they already know by the age of 11 or 12 who they want, and they already had a verbal agreement with that player, right, through that trainer who's getting all that money while he's training this kid. I don't know exactly how much money they're getting, but I know that they're getting a significant amount of money to train these young men, and I don't know how much money these young men are getting back, which is crazy. But the thing about it is in the last 5 years, MLB as a whole, owners, let me see if I can find this here, have made close to roughly team on an average $20 to $60 million in the last 5 years. So that that adds up to some nice little change. So I think they want to put the salary cap in there just because, you know what I'm saying? So that's a lot to deal with. I mean, it's a lot that I read, but you guys can look into it as well. Next up in baseball, before we go to each team, is they're talking about the All-Star. Make sure you guys vote for your player for your team. They July 14th in Philadelphia, Citizens Park Bank. So American League right now, Guerrero for the Blue Jays is 1. Ben Rice is 2 from the Yankees. Second base is Ernie Clement from Blue Jays, and Equel Duran from the Rangers. A second shortstop, you got Bobby Witt Jr. from the Royals, Andrew Jimenez from Blue Jays. Third base, you got Junior Camarua Ray from the Rays, Kamazi Okamaku, or whatever you name, how you spell it, from the Blue Jays for third base. Catcher, you got Shane Langster from the Athletics, and you got Algerald Kirk from the Blue Jays at catcher. Outfielders, you got Judge, Trout, Buxton, and Beller. So you got 2 Yankees, Angel, and the Twin, the top 4. Designated hitter, you had Yonder Alvarez from the Astros and George Springer from the Blue Jays. National League first baseman, you have Freddie Freeman from the Dodgers, Matt Olson from the Braves. And it's weird because Matt Olson was the reason why Freddie Freeman left the Braves to go to the Dodgers because he replaced him at first base. And you got Bryce Harper at third. Second base, you got Ozzie Albies from the Braves, Brian Scott from the Phillies. Okay, shortstop, you got C.J. Abrams from National. This kid's nice. I like this kid right here, Abrams. He need to put on some blue and white. Next shortstop, we got Mookie Betts. Second. Third baseman, you got Max. Yeah, I definitely do. Third base is Mac Muncy and Alec Baum from Phillies. Austin Riley from the Braves are third. Catcher, you got Drake Baldwin from the Braves. Will Smith from the Dodgers. And outfield, you got Andy Paez from the Dodgers. Brandon Mark from the Phillies. Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves. Michael Harris second from the Braves. Teoscar Hernandez from the Dodgers. Designated hitter, you got Shohei Ohtani, Cal Schwarber, Dominic Smith from the Braves. So that's what they have right now. Vote getting. So if you didn't vote for your player, you might want to get out there and do it because it looked like it's gonna be Yankees and Dodgers and Dodgers and I mean the National League, the Dodgers and the Braves and the Phillies. And the National League, I mean American League, it looked like it's going to be a lot of Yankees, Blue Jays. I see a lot of Blue Jays. A lot of Blue Jays, a couple Astros out there. So let's go around the horn. Mo, let's talk about your Yankees, man. What you see good, what you see bad?
I'm surprised that we do with Judge and also Matt Fried being out. No, Max Fried. But it's because a lot of we're getting something from our catcher. McMahon has been playing Caballero and also I just saw his name. I don't like him. So they always give every opportunity. They won't be. But they're all hitting up. And then we're pitching well. And our bullpen has been stellar. Except for one guy. So as long as we keep him up the game, we win every game.
Okay. Rich, your Boston Red Sox.
We suck. There's really not. There's not anything really promising. We just have to get through the season, fire everybody, and then regroup, get ready for 2027.
Do you think you guys will be sellers? Come on, break.
We should be. I wouldn't be buying anything. Like I'd be selling everything. We just gonna start over. We'll keep Roman Anthony.
Okay.
But then everybody else can go.
Curry, what you got for the Braves, brother?
The Braves have been in kind of a little slump last lately. They, lost 3 of the last. They're 3-7 over their last 10. But before they went into that series with Milwaukee, they had lost 6 out of their last 7. So they've been struggling. They kind of got it back together a little bit with the Brewers when they took 2 out of 3 from the Brewers. Brewers is a good team. So that is a team. If I'm going to put a watch on, if they get another pitcher or so, I think they could be competing for the National League pennant. So, but at any rate, the Braves, their needs. I say this every week. I'm just not confident the Braves have enough pitching to get them where they need to be. They got to get another pitcher. Or 2. I'd like to see them get another starting pitcher and another reliever. And I think once they get Acuna back to full strength, I think you'll see that the bats will be coming back around because that changes your whole lineup when he's not in there. And he does a lot more than just hit. and field the ball in the outfield. He steals bases and he creates havoc when he's out there on those bases. So getting him back in the lineup is going to be crucial. But something I would like to correct you on, the Braves do still have the best record in baseball. So if you look at the winning percentage, that's what you go on right there. So the Dodgers actually have one more loss than the Braves.
Let me see.
This is true.
So the winning percentage you have right now, where's it at? You're at 632 and we're at 628. So we're one game ahead. We're one game ahead in the win column, and we're one game a loss. We're one game behind in the loss column. So let's say they both got the same record. But I'll take that. I'll take that winning percentage part.
Well, that's what you go. That's the only thing you can go on. The winning percentage, because if you got more losses, then, that means that we I don't know. It's just for winning percentage is what I'm looking at. But I just didn't want you to think that I didn't want you to steal the thunder of having the best record in baseball yet. I want you to earn it first.
Okay. So getting to the Dodgers, Dodgers lost 2 out of 3 to Orioles, and they actually should have lost all 3 games. To be honest with you, there was a lot of errors in the one game the Dodgers did win. They're again, to me, it seemed like they're going through the motions, but the game they lost 12-1. That was over by the 5th inning.
It's embarrassing.
But the other games where they had to come back, they had to come from behind to win the games. And a lot of times you just can't turn it on, turn it off like that. You got to be consistent, because at some point you're not going to be able to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? So they need to be more consistent. Now, what they're doing though is they're playing a lot of young kids, and I think the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to set themselves up to make some moves before All-Star break, to bring some players in through trade, so they get some guys. A lot of guys are getting a lot of looks at. I know Teoscar had been hurt and he's coming back. Will Smith has been hurt. I think he's coming back. So again, they're consistent and inconsistent at the same time. So hopefully they'll get that thing together. So real quick, the World Series, Baseball World Series, we got Oklahoma. I think it is Oklahoma against North Carolina tonight at 7 o'clock. If you're a big baseball fan, make sure you watch that. It starts at 7. And it's actually the game's on right now.
Yes,
and I was trying to since we're done with baseball, let's see if we can get that score. If there is a score.
This is the final game.
Where we at, man?
Thought he was in the route.
I wouldn't think so.
College sports.
0-0 bottom first.
Thank you for letting me know that 0-0 bottom of first. But I tell you, I watched the game last night, and North Carolina looked really, really good in game 2. If they can keep that consistent up with the pitching, and the batting, they should win this as well. So give it up for if somebody told me that the baseball team would have a national championship before the basketball team did, I would have said I don't think so, but I give it up to them. So whoever wins the game, congratulations to them. As far as baseball is concerned. All right, guys, we got my man Devin on the line. He gonna talk a little soccer with us today, because soccer is the thing that's going on right now. So Devin, how you been, man? Who was that?
I said I was been busy.
Is that you? Ooh.
No, there's not me in the back.
Do you got an earpiece?
No. I don't have an earpiece.
Okay, you good. You sound better now. Ooh, still low. Still getting some sounds back. Hey, Devin, try to call back in if you can. Okay. All right, guys, we'll try to get Devin to come back in. But one of the questions I wanted to ask him was, let's see if he get back in. Devin. All right, Devin, you back in? Let's try it again.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. That sounds better. So, Devin, my question for you before anything else, we talk about the United States.
Okay.
Talk about the United States soccer team.
So far, the United States, the World Cup stage, and Group D, Belgrade 4-1, and they beat Australia 2-0. With those two wins, they advance to the next round, knockout stage.
Hey, Devin, we can barely hear you. I'm gonna send. Check your Facebook page. I'm gonna try to send you something. See if you can come on live, and maybe this may help better.
There's a lot of background noise. I can barely hear.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna try to send you something. See if this works for you. Check your inbox on Facebook and see if that can help you out. That might bring you on face to face. That might be better. Should be able to bring you on.
I can speak a little soccer.
So this is my question though about the soccer team. The problem, the issue I'm having with the soccer team is that where is that? That most of them are not from the United States.
And most of the guys who are playing for other teams are not from either. Curacao had one player that was born in Curacao.
Yo, where are we getting this feedback from, guys?
I don't think it's me when I'm talking.
No, it's not you.
No, not me. My mic is muted.
Not me.
Okay.
It's not me because I'm on mute when I'm not talking.
Okay, so we got Devin. All right, Devin. All right, we got Devin on the line. So, Devin, I was talking to Mo about the United States soccer team and why are there so many players that have dual citizenship in other countries coming to play soccer in the United States? Is it because the United States, we're not catching on to the concept of playing soccer at a high level? Can you explain that to me?
So example. A lot of those go to the parent or the grandparent.
Okay, that's correct. What I saw was when they did the descendants down. Okay, so now what I'm looking at says born and raised in the USA, a core group you're asking about: Matt Turner, Brandon Erison, Kristen Poliski, Tyler Adams, Weston McKee. Polsic, is that how you say it? Polsic? Tim Marine,
Yeah.
and Rico Pepe.
We call it Pepe.
Now, Pepe. So Christian is from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and actually, the principal that I work for, I think she related to him because she was asking for the cups from Wendy's or McDonald's, wherever they're coming from. But what I did was I looked at that. It says dual nationalship, and so you got guys from Netherlands, England, Germany, Mexico, London, Croatian, France, England, Guatemala, Lithuania, Austria, Trinidad, Mexico.
Yeah.
So explain to me, dude. So my thing is this right here, and I don't have a problem with it, but because I know the United States don't like losing nobody and nothing, right? So they're going to do what they got.
Nope.
And guys, you think about this when it comes to the Olympics. You look at all the kids that run track for the colleges here in the United States, but go back to their country and run for their country. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing. So, Devin, do you think that soccer is catching on in the United States, or do you think it still has a way to go?
I think it's catching on. To be honest. If you look on social media, you see Europeans, other people visiting this country, they're understanding American culture, and they understand the difference also with the NFL stadiums as well, using that this of the World Cup.
Okay. So right now, the United States is 2-0. Who's the teams that we need to look out for? And who do you think is going to give the United States a run for their money?
I would say maybe in the round of 16. But then we took the bracket. Because in the first round we could face Arena, and then we could possibly play Iran in the next round. We probably play Germany.
Is that if we played Iran, is that how we decide on who's the better deal?
I can't hear you because of the echo.
I was saying.
Go ahead, Mo. Try to get Mo.
I was saying. If we play Iran, is that how we decide on the war ruling? And who gets the better deal?
I think both teams should get the better deal. Because this game.
I'm talking about the war.
I don't know what. War shouldn't be involved in politics in the game of soccer.
Okay. Exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Devin. Tell him.
I agree.
Soccer brings people together. Look at South Korea in Mexico. With the Mexican fans and South Korean fans, they're always following right now. So look at those videos.
Yeah, they said there's a lot. They said there's a lot of partying going on. So let me ask you a question. How much are the tickets going for right now? Because it's all over the world basically. What are the ticket prices in the United States going for right now?
At least $1,000 for the nosebleed section.
Wow.
Yep.
And then you can go up maybe to like 35,000.
And it's not all over the world. Because it's just North America. Canada, US.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, I thought it was all over. Okay. I'm learning something new today. Okay.
And then the finals will be played in the US.
The final will play in MetLife Stadium.
In which stadium?
Giant Stadium in New Jersey, about 30 minutes from my house.
Oh, MetLife. Okay. And when is that supposed to take place?
July 19th.
The final will take place on July 19th.
Okay. And from your expertise, who do you see making to the finals? Who's the two teams, and give me two wildcard teams that you think can make to the finals?
I say Argentina and France.
You said France
because Messi still playing at elite level. He has 5 goals in 2 games, including today.
Okay.
And he became the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history at 18 goals.
I saw that. So you said France, and who was the other team?
Argentina.
What about Portugal?
They can make a run.
He said, what about Portugal?
They can make a run. Portugal can make a run as long as they play their ball and get points out of the group.
Okay. All right. Anybody else got any questions for Devin? And Devin, you're welcome to come on the show. Talk about soccer. While this thing's going on, because this is big in the United States and people are partying, having fun. It's gonna be a lot of babies being made. That's all I know. It's gonna be a lot of babies being made during this time period. But anybody got any other questions for Devin when they're dealing with soccer?
Who do you
How far do you
expect?
think U.S. will go?
He said France and Argentina, Lou. I mean Mo.
I know, but how far do you think the U.S. will get? I mean, make the semifinals and get lost in the quarterfinals. So where do you think we're gonna end up?
Did you hear that, Devin?
No.
Lou said, "Where do you think the United States will end up at?"
Round of 16.
How far do you
enough.
think that round of 16 is where they gonna stop, or do you think they go further?
The round of 16, because when you get to the quarterfinals, round 16 or quarterfinals, you're playing like elite squads, like England, Germany, Argentina, France. We're not at that level just yet.
Okay. Yeah, that
and also Portugal already qualified the next stage.
Okay. And see, and that's my whole issue is like, I see, when you ride around the city or outside the city, the suburbs, whatever, and Rich can contest to this. That's all I see is kids playing on Saturday mornings. I see soccer. I don't see nothing else being played but soccer. You know what I'm saying? So the kids are learning soccer at a young age, and I think the problem here is that they don't understand that there's money in soccer. If you look at the highest paid athletes, they're football, basketball, baseball. And there are some soccer players that's making good money as well. But I think once they get up in age, soccer becomes boring to them. And then they want to play football, basketball, baseball. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be focused on soccer. Go ahead, Devin.
I'll add something to that.
Go ahead.
So that's true because in America we have so many sports like basketball, football, and these other countries don't have it.
That makes sense.
And also in the United States you have to pay money to child and academy. In Europe it's free. And then they make their money when you go pro after the youth academy.
Okay. I read something about they talked about that on ESPN. They were talking about the youth academy and how well it's doing over in London and how many kids are coming. They're saying they have so many kids that they have to cut kids now because everybody wants to play soccer. But that makes sense because in the United States you got other sports where in other countries you only have soccer or you only have like lacrosse or whatever. You don't have football. You definitely don't have football like we have here in the United States. You do have basketball, I think, and baseball pretty much is there too. But it's I can understand what you're saying. All right, Devin, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. You're welcome to come on. You have the link. I'll send it to you again if you want to come on next Monday as well and talk about soccer. But I just wanted us to talk about soccer a little bit because that's what's going on right now. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Tell your family I said hello, and you got a happy Father's Day to your father and you as well.
Yep. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for having me. Have a good rest of the day.
All right, guys. Look like we have Razoo on the line with us today. And the reason why we have Razoo on the line is I don't know if you guys remember Steve Davidson.
Yes.
He passed away last week. He was on the show with Betty a couple of times when Betty was doing the show, and then he kind of stuck with Lou, doing Lou's show all the time, and then he was coming on Razoo's show as well. He passed away
June 5th, actually. June 5th.
Yeah, last week sometime, and they said it was natural causes. But the guy, he was a huge Washington Commanders, Redskins, whatever you want to name fan, right? you could not talk bad about the Redskins. He would blow his top on them people, man, on you guys. So we want to tell his family that we're praying for him and rest in peace. And I know Lou did a show for him and Razoo did a show for him. And
Yes.
I just want to dedicate our show to him as well. But since we got Razoo on the line, let's talk about where we at with time. Okay, we good with time. Let's talk about the Washington Wizards and the draft pick they have coming up. And now it's between two players that they want to pick. I'm in the majority. I'm in the minority of guys that I think that they should trade the pick. And the reason why I'm saying they should trade the pick, especially if they sign Trae Young to that deal that they're getting signed him to, I think is huge, right? But the thing about it is, I don't know what the situation with Anthony Davis is going to be like, because I'm hearing rumors that he might get traded to Golden State. That's the rumors I'm hearing, right? But I think with the Wizards, if you got Trae Young there, you want to get guys within the time frame that he's going to be at his peak. I think, me personally speaking, I think he's reached his peak already. I think the Atlanta Hawks didn't want to pay him the max deal, so that's why they traded him away. But my thoughts is, if you're going to have Trae there and you're going to have Davis there, right? Their time with the Wizards the window is small, right? So why not trade that pick, flip and get other picks, or get other players that want to come there and play, and have a competitive team? Because right now this whole thing with Giannis is going up and down, around the corner, through the woods, and on the ferry, everywhere but loose. But the thing about it is with Washington is that if those guys are not going to be, if they're not going to make the All-Star team their rookie year, then what are we doing here, right? And so I think, and like I said, I might be the minority of this, but I say they trade the pick, get a older player or a more experienced player to come to that team and have the experience with Trae. Mo's over shaking his head no. Trae and Davis, and build around those three people, right? And if you want to give some money to somebody, and try to talk Trae not to taking that large amount of money, because if he does that, then that minimize who they can get when it comes to free agency.
He signed today.
Did he sign it today?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, what do the salary cap look like, Mo? Go ahead, Razoo.
I would definitely say don't trade the pick. If you trade the pick and you get an older player and he turns out to be a flop, and you wasted that pick, and then what you do is you're asking yourself, so why didn't I get a younger player to develop him and be that star? Look at what the Knicks did. Look what the team. What team was that? I think it was. Look at what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. They actually developed all their.
Right, but the thing about it is, if you look at OKC, and I think you can use OKC example. They drafted players by trading players away, right? So they all have the same timeline as far as winning is concerned. The issue I have right now is Trae Young signing that contract, and you bring in a rookie guy, right? That time frame don't match up where there should be competitive. Like, I'm gonna say this, like I'm looking at a free agency right now, and these are guys that's free agents that's out here that I will probably look like. I'm gonna say this, like if I'm Washington, I'm not saying trade for him, but he's a free agent. Anthony Simmons, a point guard, a shooting guard, comes off the bench. If he comes off the bench and play with you guys, he's going to score points, right? But you're in a hold pattern if with Trey and Davis. And I understand if and I'm gonna say this. If Washington doesn't have those two players, I say draft that guy because I think the kid SARS you have, he's gonna be definitely an all-star. He's an all-star to make it. You know what I'm saying? Now the kid that they're talking about going after is a kid from BYU, the point guard. So they get him as a.
He's not the point guard. He's not the point guard.
I thought he's a point guard, or is it
6'9"? AJ Debunza.
I thought he's a point.
No.
I like that. I like what John Wall said. He said that go out the guy from the Kansas Jayhawks will be the number one pick. That point guard.
He's not a point guard either. He's 6'6". He's a shooting guard. Darren Peterson.
So okay, so now let's talk about. So if we do a mock draft, let's see here, what can I move out? What can I leave out? What can I get rid of? I can get rid of this right here.
But I'll agree with you. I will agree that Trey Young and Anthony Davis are on their way out. They already reached their max. I don't think Trey Young has enough in his tank to score at least 50 a night or 40 a night.
Yeah.
You see, and that's my whole thing is that.
Me too, though.
Do what?
Trey Young is 2010. That's what he's always been in the NBA.
Yeah, but his percentage. If you look at his percentage, it's been going down. He's been shooting more to make more.
Yeah, because
he's the 11.
Yeah. So Darren Peterson, 6'5", a freshman guard. He could probably be the point at 6'5". Then they got the dude Darius.
He's a shooting guard.
No, I'm saying, Darius Acuff, 6'2", Arkansas freshman. He could be a point guard. So
he's a point guard.
And Kingston Fleming, 6'3" from Houston. He could probably be a point guard.
They're not passing on the Bonzo.
But the thing about it is, so
a lifetime generation player. You don't think
so, okay.
That opportunity to draft.
Right. So this is my question though. Who's gonna run the ball? Who's gonna be the point?
Trey Young.
Well,
again, I'm gonna say who's gonna be the point.
Trey Young.
No, they do have Trey Young.
He's not gonna be the point though.
Yeah.
He may be on the floor as a point guard, but he's gonna he's gonna shoot the ball.
Are you serious, Kev?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Have you not watched Trey Young's game?
I've watched him play, but I'm saying. But the thing about it is
what
that
his overall stat? What are his overall stats?
I don't know what it is, but they had some out here.
I'm gonna give you every career. His career numbers. 2018, 2019. 19 points, 8 assists. 19, 29, 26, 9.3 assists. 2020, 25 points, 9 assists. 28 points, 9 assists. 26 points, 10 assists. 25 points, 10 assists. 24 points, 10 assists. 11 assists. Last year, 19 and 9. Who's going to be the point guard, Kev?
Okay, so let me see this. So, but see, he was on a team. He's on an Atlanta team that he was a true point. He was a point guard, but at the same token, though, I'm saying I'm saying at Washington, I don't know if he can still be that type of point guard that he needs to be for them to be in the category of winning games or getting to play in games, right?
Yeah, 19 and 9 for the Hawks last year. Before he got traded.
And what did he average after he left the Hawks?
He played 20 points a game for the Wizards in 5 games. 15 and 6. Playing 20
Okay,
minutes a
so
game because he got off an injury.
okay, so 15
He's
and
a
6.
2010
So,
player.
but I get that. I'm not saying he's not a 2010 player, but can he be the same player that in Atlanta that he could be in Washington? That's
He's
my
going to be
that's
better
my
with a
thing.
system because he's also going to have Anthony
It's a
Davis.
possibility.
He's going to have Don. He's going to have Sar. He's going to have good teammates. He's not going to have to shoot the ball all the time.
It's possible he could be that player. But there's factors in that.
I just think that Washington it's a feel good story for them to get the best player in the draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't agree with I didn't agree with the trade for Trae Young in the first place, right? Because I think now he's gonna take up a lot of salary cap money, and you know how the apron is. And the thing about it is, and when it's all said and done with, how close are they to the first apron or the second apron? And let's say, do anybody other than Razoo see them making the playoffs? And I'm talking about 1 through 8, not a play-in team, but 1 through 8.
Yes.
Okay, so
it's possible.
So who do you think they replaced in the playoffs in the top 8 teams that was there last year?
Pacers.
The who?
The Pacers are going to go up.
Pacers.
Pacers
are coming up.
Pacers didn't make the playoffs last year.
They didn't even make the playoffs. If
They didn't have
Embiid is hurt, Philadelphia. Replace the Hawk.
I think the Hawks is coming up too.
the Hawks are making it better.
I think the 76ers are still
The
in
Hawks
there.
to get better.
They
I think the Hawks. I didn't say they're a finals team, but they're definitely top 6. They could be.
I don't think so. I think they take a step back. Because I see the Wizards. If Trae Young, Gabanza, and also Anthony Davis are healthy, and that's a big. But when Anthony Davis is healthy, he's one of the best players in the league.
But see, that's my whole key is you saying health is an issue, right? That's my thing right there. That has been my issue from the Trae Young trade. But now the key to I'm gonna tell you what the key is with Anthony Davis. He don't have to play center now. He plays the power forward.
Yeah.
That's the key because he never wanted to play center. He wants to be the power forward. So that's the key to that right there. I think that makes him stay. It might make him stay with Washington unless Golden State comes there with a bunch of stuff and say, hey, we'll give you this, this, and this for him. And Washington got to say, we're 1 year away from getting to where we want to get to next year, but we got some picks, we got some draft picks. And Washington could be the next Oklahoma City Thunder if Golden State is really pressuring, if Golden State really wants Anthony Davis, if they really want him that bad, they could be in Washington could be in a good situation, right? But the whole key is we're talking about 2 players on the team that has to stay healthy for that team to achieve the goal, right? We don't know what old boy from BYU is going to be like. We don't know yet, right? But we saw SARS, and SARS is incredible. I love his game. I love what he does, right?
Yes.
But I'm just saying, if you're, let me see. If I'm gonna say this, who's in? If this was a Cleveland Cavaliers or Toronto Raptors, guys that need maybe 1 or 2 pieces, I'm definitely trading that pick off, right? But I'm looking at Washington, who won 17 games last year, with trades and without trades. I don't see them. Do you see them making that big of a jump to get to 40 wins? Because at least 40 wins gonna have to get them in 7 through 10.
Alex Sarr at center. Anthony Davis at power forward. Trae Young, Gabanza at one of the other things. And they have so many young players. They have the opportunity.
You got Buck Carrington.
Yep.
You got Trey Johnson. You got Alex Sarr. You got Mike Wiley. Mike Wiley is a 3-point threat for the Wizards. I would say we won't move up, but we'll hit 7 or 8 in the tournament.
So you're looking at 7. So the thing about it, so you're going from 17 wins to at least 45 wins, and I think the East will be stronger than it was last year. I don't think you're going to see that dumpster fire where you see teams winning 17, 19, 20 games. The Pacers, who I feel sorry for, lost. They tanked the whole season. They really did, and they didn't get a good draft pick. They didn't get they're going to be better, right? Brooklyn's probably going to be a little bit better.
If the injury happened to Halliburton, I think it would be a better team last year.
The only team I see maybe falling apart might be the Bucks, depending on what they do and whoever they get or however they get. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if Giannis go to Miami, they're gonna get people. They're gonna get, and I'm hearing Tyler Hero's involved in that trade, and they're already talking about flipping Tyler Hero to the Pistons, right? So that's gonna even make the Pistons even better than what they are right now. So I'm not saying I'm just saying I think that if I'm the Washington Wizards, I'm going the way of Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, if the Wizards follow the Oklahoma City Thunder's format, it's Merry Christmas.
Exactly. I think that would be a better solution to them, because you're going to get guys that they're not going to be in that same time frame to win a title together, and you're going to have one guy getting paid and you have one guy leaving, or you're going to trade one guy, and I don't know. We'll see how this thing turns out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how
that DeBonza could be as good tomorrow.
As who? Say it again.
Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, tomorrow. Yes. Do you think that DeBonza would be as good as Colin Canapa?
You got the first pick.
I would say yeah.
So if he could be better than him, Alex Sarr is already a 16-7 guy. Then you got Trae Young healthy, and Anthony Davis healthy.
So you keep bringing up. The key word is healthy. You keep bringing that word.
I'm saying the healthy.
Redshirt Davis.
But that's my whole thing. Is that's why I'm saying that's why I'd rather not make that. I'd rather trade that than keep them, because the key thing is staying healthy.
Traded for him. You just traded for both of them. What are you going to
The reason why we got Trae Young, because Trae Young knows the GM.
Why does it keep going back to Atlanta? I want the Washington Wizards. Why do we keep going?
I know they wish they kept Justin Champagnie.
Yeah, they got rid of Spurs and went to the finals and lost.
I think that was his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Justin used to play for Boston.
Why do we keep going back to? So again, your key word is saying staying healthy, and when you're talking about a team, I don't want to keep saying if they're healthy. I want to say if they're gonna get it done. Now, and the thing about it is, we know when's the last time either one of them have played 82 games.
When's the last time anybody played 82 games?
It's been about. It was like this year was the most players that played 82 games. I think it was 15 players that played 82 games.
Nobody plays 82 games anymore. That's why they made the limit 65 and then changed it for Luka to be available. Which is messed up. How you gonna make a rule and then say no? We're gonna take away at the end of the season.
But the reason why they did it for Luka is because he left because his wife was having a baby, but she should have been here in the United States with him, and then he wouldn't have to go overseas. That's just my personal opinion.
That affected other people that were pushed out.
I agree. I totally agree.
I would have been mad. I don't understand why the NBA was supporting it when they messed up other players.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. So I'm looking at this roster, right? And I don't even know. I'm going to look and see how much NBA experience this roster has. But I'm just saying they're not ready to make a run for the NBA Finals. And so
I never said they were going to make the finals.
No, I know you did. They can make the top six. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to get as many draft picks as I can get, so that I can build a team.
You don't trade in the more draft pick. This is not football.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Sixers did it.
How did that work out for them?
If we trade our draft pick,
but what I'm saying, Mo, what I'm saying, I'm not saying trade the draft pick for another draft pick. I'm saying you trade the draft pick for players that's already in the league because you know what you're getting.
You already against the cap now because you got Anthony Davis and Anthony Young.
I don't know.
You're paying both of them over $50 million a year. I mean, for another expensive guy.
But see, that's my whole point, though. Is that if you're gonna be all in, be all in. Don't do it because again, if you do it, by the time you're ready to do it for real, them guys are not gonna be. Them guys won't be there. They won't. Those guys won't be there.
Star goes to 20 and 10 this year. And then deposit comes in against 20.
Washington is at 17. They're right in the pack. They're right in the pack. They're like 75. They got a negative 75 in the cap. Where are they with the apron? Apron wise,
they're not gonna go get another player unless it's Jaylen Brown.
They did have Marcus Smart, but Marcus Smart went to the Lakers.
Yep. Yeah, they Then they bought him out.
So okay, so this is where they are. So they're already see they're already at the first apron. They're already over the first apron by 72 million. Mm-hmm. So they're no. I'm sorry. They're 72 million to the good. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you trade him for a player or players, well, see, I don't know if this is before Trae Young or not. I'm just looking at it right now because the first apron's at 209. They're at 125. So they got plenty of room.
They got plenty of room from what I see.
Oh, so they're at 180. So 186.
That's like $46 million.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, 186. That puts them in front of Phoenix. That puts them right there with Boston, Houston, and Phoenix at 186. So
putting them in the first pick, which is going to be 14.7.
But that's what I'm saying. So Razzle, let me ask you a question. You watch the Wizards. Do you think Trae Young is worth the money? Now, I'm not saying I'm not in his pocket, but do you think he's worth the money that he's getting paid for as a basketball player?
Yep. I mean, as of right now, I would say that the money that he got is because of what he did previous with the Atlanta Hawks. But with us, I don't think he really needed that much money.
And that's my whole part though, is because he could have took a pay cut, right, and still get this number one draft pick and bring in a free agent that could help them win some games. Because I still don't think that Washington, with Trae Young, with Davis, SARS is going. I love SARS' game, But you counting on two guys ain't played and they ain't played 65 games in what 2 or 3 years. And this I'm telling you right now, this is where a problem it's gonna become a problem with the owners because you got guys that haven't been played but want to get paid, right? And so most of their contracts are gonna start being incentive contracts where if you play 50 games, you're gonna get this. If you play 65 games, if you play 82 games, you're gonna get this because at the end of the day, repetitions make you better at the sport that you play. You just can't be like your old boy in New Orleans play half the season and then get in the playoff game and pull a hamstring because he ain't used to playing that hard. Yes. So
to that credit, I would say that Anthony Davis can make that team better, but Trae Young not so much.
Yeah.
I think Trae Young can be good there. He just got to be healthy. That's the whole key.
But better no.
And that's the whole key is we're talking about. Just think about all the bigs that been hurt. Like you got Porzingis, you got Giannis, you got Embiid. Who else? Anthony Davis. Who else was out there that's big, that's tall and big? You got guys that's out there that's making a boatload of money and can't play 50 games a season, but they want all this money. So I'm telling you, it's going to happen now. But again, to me, I just think that
Bam's one. He's making a lot of money, but didn't they have like 40 wins?
Who Bam Adebayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 71 points or something. But you know what though? He's 30. He's every day. He's every player. Every game player. You know what I'm saying? So you don't find too many guys like him in the NBA no more. You know what I'm saying? That's that durable. You know what I'm saying? That can shoot the three and can shoot he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that's my thoughts on. We got Ray Ben on the line. Ray, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm well. One of the problems is the owners and the players signed up for this.
Exactly.
That's true.
And that's what makes it a problem. So you could have a bad year as a player, but the next year you come in the top first or second or third, your contract is elevated. This whole tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 thing has changed the way that people look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the Knicks. In a year or two, Pat would be eligible to make $70 million a year. We're off chart. We're way off chart.
But you know what I like, Mo? I mean, Ray, is that your point guard said, "I don't need no more money. I'm cool."
Yeah.
When have we heard? You know what? Go ahead.
For every guard and everybody that thinks like that, not everybody does. Magic took less, Bird took less, other players take less because they can make their money other places. A lot of these players are saying, I'm not doing that.
We know who.
I want all that money now.
LeBron never took less. He might have to take less this time around, but he never took less. He's like, yo, figure it out. And that's one of the reasons why he couldn't get the players he really needed to surround him around to be the champion that he emulated or he wanted to be, because he always took the most money.
You gotta lower. They're not lowering these contracts. They said Wimmy's eligible for $350 million contract.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Agreeable. And so, but the thing, like for example, like Mo was talking about about Luka, the situation with Luka, how he's on the team. He made the first team because his wife was pregnant, she was out of the country, and so they made an exception for him. They made exceptions for the boy up in Detroit. He had something was wrong with his lungs. Make exceptions for those guys to make the first team. And the Luka one, I kind of get it because but oh boy, in Detroit, injury is an injury. I don't care how you got the injury; it's an injury. So that takes away money for somebody else actually to get what they wanted to get for the contract extension or the max or whatever the case may be. Now, technically, they can come back and say, "Well, I should have made the team, but this is how they did." Technically, the agent can come back and say, "Yep, let's talk about it now." It's open for a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I think they should have just given them two exceptions and still had the team and let them two have exceptions.
I agree. I kind of agree with that.
But then it's on the teams that have the teams that have to do it. That's why I just don't think it was fair. Because the teams didn't vote for it, the owners didn't vote for it, the PA didn't vote for it, the league just made the decision.
Yeah, and you look at, I think Jaylen Brown should have made the first team for sure. Anytime you do what he done, and he plays defense too. So it is what it is, guys. All right. So I just want to talk about that. I know we got. I want to talk about the.
Can we talk about something with Rich?
Yeah. What you say?
Can we talk about something, Rich?
We can talk about whatever you want.
Is that okay with you, Kev?
What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Kittle coming out talking about Ayuk. Just came over about 20 minutes ago.
What happened?
Where's Ayuk going?
Ayuk ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Kittle said. I remember this guy when he was out there trying to run like 20 miles per hour out there before me on the thing. I ain't seen him since week 6. Buyer beware.
I mean,
you don't talk about a teammate like that.
No.
This man, going on around San Francisco.
He's out of there.
Yeah.
There's no question he was out. He's been posting things on Instagram showing that he's following the Commanders and he's going for Washington.
Well,
really?
Yeah.
I think he's throwing the hat and everything.
When you go out there on Instagram and post a video calling an entire organization stupid after they gave you X amount of dollars, that doesn't really look good to any other owner.
So
let me ask you, he's burning the fans too.
So Rich, let me ask you a question. Where do you think it went wrong with him? That it came to this impasse. I mean, I know he got hurt, and he was going to his own doctor, right? He wasn't going to the team facility doctor,
Right.
Okay, so I think that's probably where it started. It started going haywire because if you think about it, a lot of players are probably going to start doing the same thing, is going to their own doctor and not going to the team doctor. Because the team doctor basically saying, Go ahead, Mo.
Let me just say this real quick. Nick Bosa was allowed to do all his rehab in Florida. Ayuk was supposed to report to San Francisco.
Because they wanted to make sure he was doing his workouts, basically. That they wanted to see.
So they trust Nick Bosa, but they don't trust Brandon Ayuk.
Okay, go ahead, Rich.
And one is a very conservative guy.
Okay.
Well, I don't care about the
I think they
politics of
don't
it.
trust Kyle Shanahan.
Brandon Ayuk. I don't know what went wrong with him. Like a switch flip. And then he just out. I don't know what happened.
I can tell you what happened.
Tell us what happened, Mo.
What happened was because remember he wanted to be traded because they didn't want to pay him.
Right.
He wanted to come to Pittsburgh. because he wanted to play for a coach that he respected. He doesn't respect Kyle Shanahan because of what happened with Bosa. And then he also blames him getting hurt on the team not paying him because he wanted to be there, he wanted to be in camp, but they wouldn't pay him. So he didn't go to camp, and then he got hurt.
Okay, so everybody.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's all in his head.
But everybody says that we did not pay, that we weren't trying to pay him. When he signed his, when he showed up finally, and he had his first press conference. Who was there? What's his name? John Lynch. Said that we had offered him this contract 2 months ago. And he was waiting to see where everybody's contracts were going to fall, and our number didn't move. He decided that he was worth more, and he wasn't going to show up until Pittsburgh came calling, and we were about to ship him out of there, and he didn't want to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He didn't
And so,
they get an opportunity to.
Yeah, so what? Brandon Ayuk is being a diva.
Yes.
And shouldn't be. You had one good year. I'd say 1 and 2. I'd say his last 2 seasons with us were excellent. He did his job, but then we pay you. Now we're stupid. Now we're stupid people. Like I don't know where this works in his favor with any organization in the NFL. He wouldn't. If it were up to me, he'd never play in the NFL again.
Okay. All right. Hey, real quick. Somebody non-white on Twitter, I think, said little brother Dixon Mayza, Mayaz. Say happy birthday to him. Give him a shout out. So I gave shout out. Happy birthday to you, little brother.
Happy birthday.
All right, so we got a shout out to him. All right. So let's talk about the Rushmores, the Mount Rushmores of sports. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go to Florida, right? This is my Mount Rushmore of Florida, and I think that I should have been more detailed about it. I wanted to get people that played in the state to be the Mount Rushmore, but apparently I didn't say it like that. But this is what I got. So it says Florida sports Mount Rushmore. 1, Dan Marino. Bobby Bowden. Number 3, Tim Tebow. Number 4, Dwayne Wade. This is who just missed the cut. Shaquille O'Neal, Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders, Chris Everett, Don Shula, and Dario Torres is who I have for Florida. Anybody got anything different than that? Because I'm like, I don't know about the Tim Tebow thing, but and Dan Marino ain't from Florida, but I get that part. Right. Anybody else got something different?
I got Virginia.
I got Deion Sanders.
Johnny Manziel.
Absolutely be on there.
Exactly. I'm trying to figure that one out.
I got Deion Sanders at the top of mind.
It says if you're doing a purely athletic only Mount Rushmore, no coaches, I go Marino, Dan Marino, Wade, Tebow, and Deion Sanders. That gives you the 4 biggest Florida State's icons across football, basketball, and overall athletic impact.
Dan Marino was from Pennsylvania.
He's from Pennsylvania, but they put him in Florida.
He said who played in Florida. Not from the state.
Because I did from the state.
Yeah, and see that's what I was doing from the state. I wanted to do from the state too, but then it was like kind of different.
Kev just looked it up wrong.
So, Rich, who you got from the state?
From the state? From Pennsylvania. I got Will Chamberlain. Kobe Bryant, Joe Montana, and Dan Marino. And honorable mention was going to be Jim Kelly, Micah Parsons.
So, one caveat to that: Kobe Bryant was born overseas.
Kobe Bryant played high school football or high school basketball.
No, he was born overseas though, so he's not actually a Pennsylvanian.
So
he played basketball over
Euro.
Yeah,
He's born in Italy, right?
Yeah.
So, but his dad was actually playing over there.
Yeah.
Then I'll
Curry.
go.
Go ahead.
I'll say Mike Schmidt.
Okay. Curry.
Yeah. Kev, I'm honest. I really didn't do one. I was confused on it. I thought you said in your message you said New Jersey, and I said, well, I don't know anybody from New Jersey.
I didn't do one. So what I did was I did one for every state of everybody that's on the show, right? So Florida, that's what I had for Florida. For New Jersey, I had and Lou. This is what I had for New Jersey.
Yeah. Let Lou go first.
Yogi Berra,
Let Lou go
Carl
first.
Lewis, Shaquille O'Neal, and Derek Jeter. And the thing about it is Shaquille O'Neal was born. He wasn't born in the United States either. He was an Army brat. I think he was born overseas. So Lou, who you have?
He was born in Germany.
But Carl Lewis from Birmingham, Alabama. He just trained him in South Jersey and Pennsylvania.
It says born in New Jersey and one of the greatest Olympians ever with 9 gold medals.
Born in Birmingham, Alabama, but a South Jersey, Philadelphia area native, he trained extensively in Pennsylvania. So he's Shaq, Kobe. If I can't have Kobe, you can't have Carl Lewis.
So Lou, who you have for your state, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go. I think Carl was first one in Jersey. I will take that. You got Barrett, we got Jeter. I think we have some of the Nova Knicks from Jersey as well.
So this is strong alternatives. They said Joe Theismann, Mike Trout, Franco Harris, Dennis Rodman, Kyrie Irving, and Merle Davis. It says if you emphasize New Jersey natives, only compelling modern day version would be Carl Lewis, Shaquille O'Neal, Mike Trout, and Franco Harris. That's a strong mix for Olympic basketball, baseball, football. So North Carolina, and this is kind of crazy because I didn't really look at this, but now I'm really looking at it because I'm like, if they don't have nobody from race car in here, that's gonna be crazy. So for North Carolina, Curry, I have Michael Jordan, Dale Earnhardt, Julius Peppers, and Chris Paul. Just missed out Madison Bumgarner, Richard Petty, Charlie Justice, Sugar Ray Leonard. Born in North Carolina. I didn't know Sugar Ray Leonard was born in North Carolina.
Wait a minute. Michael Jordan was born in Brooklyn, New York.
I was waiting for Ray. Hey, Ray.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Ray, you said something. No, but I'm just saying. I get it, but I don't get it because they're looking at it two ways. In North Carolina, but not from North Carolina, because it went both ways. And I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just going over what I did. Ray, you sent me something. I can't open it though. What was it?
It says Shaquille O'Neal was born in Newark, New Jersey. And his father took him overseas. Yeah, he was born in Newark, New Jersey, but his father took him. They took him overseas.
Okay. So they got Richard Petty, and Dale Earnhardt. That's pretty nice. What I'm looking for now.
See, I would have even mentioned Carl Eller.
I got Lawrence Taylor for Carolina.
No, Lawrence Taylor's Virginia. Stop it. He might have played in North Carolina. My mom was born in Virginia.
Maryland. This is I look at Maryland. Maryland. Babe Ruth. Don't you live in Maryland?
I live in Maryland, but you said born, so I'm in Virginia.
Okay, so I'm to Maryland sports. They have Babe Ruth, Mike Phelps, Carl Rimsky Jr., and Johnny Unitas. I'm taking Michael Phelps off this because the dude he did steroids. And it says
Michael
team.
Phelps off that. I gotta take off Morris Miller. Then he get cocaine. Everybody know he did cocaine.
He did it after he played football, not while he's doing it.
Oh, he did it after he was playing. He did it while he was on the field and on the sideline. Shoot.
Leave Lawrence Taylor alone.
He's still the number one player.
First team off the mountain, they have Jim Henson, Carl Anthony, Katie Ledecky, Frank Robinson, Brooke Robinson, and Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis ain't
played
from
in Maryland. He
played in Maryland. But see what I'm saying? They do some in Maryland. They do some in Maryland, do some out of Maryland, which is crazy.
They did people who have ties to Maryland.
Who created this list?
I'm just saying. I just pulled some.
Can I do my born in Virginia people?
Let me do Pennsylvania next, then you can do your Pennsylvania. Arnold Palmer, Joe Paterno, Will Chamberlain, and Mario Lemieux. Alternative, least controversial versions are Arnold Palmer, Will Chamberlain, Mike Smith. Just missed out: Mike Smith, Art Rooney, Chuck Bednarski, Franco Harris, Kobe Bryant, Jack Nicholson, and Joe Montana. Joe Montana need to be in that list. I don't care what nobody say.
He was on my list.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So next week we can do is players that are from the state on the Mount Rushmore.
Fine.
But go ahead.
I'm doing my Virginia.
Go ahead.
Lawrence Taylor. Bruce Smith. Bubba Chuck. Allen Iverson.
Who's Bubba Chuck?
Allen Iverson.
That was his nickname?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Chuck.
I never knew that.
And then the hardest one was the last. But you can't not put fo on there. You gotta go Moses. So
He from Virginia?
yeah.
Yep.
Petersburg.
Man, I thought he's from Petersburg.
Yeah, he's right down the street from me. He's like 45 minutes away from where I grew up.
I thought he was deeper south the way he talked with all that.
Remember, Moses couldn't read or write. He signed his first contract with the X.
What?
Yes. That's Moses Malone.
I did not know
All
that.
right. So honorable mention: Ralph Sampson.
Okay.
Michael Vick. Arthur Ashe. And then
I like Arthur Ashe.
I don't know how.
I love Arthur
Ashe
Ashe.
is in your top four.
I like Arthur Ashe.
Just saying.
And you know what though? Well, we in California, but he said he don't know how Arthur Ashe not in your top four.
It's hard because I know his family. I don't want to be. He is in my top four. But
he has to be.
I couldn't put him over Bubba Chuck. I can't put him over Moses. You can't put him over Lawrence Taylor. The only person that can put over Bruce Smith.
He's not a winner.
All-time sack leader.
It doesn't matter. He's not a winner. Like he was empty stats.
I don't know why they didn't put Ralph Regan or Steve Francis in Maryland.
Steve Francis. I don't know. I take Joe Smith over Steve Francis.
Yeah.
Joe Smith was a beast. And if you're going to go Maryland, you know you're going to put Len Bias in there.
Why?
Right, Len Bias, exactly. I don't know why they didn't put Len Bias.
Ever played in Maryland? You could have been the GOAT.
Woulda. He's a cokehead.
Or Juan Dixon.
Well, now Juan Dixon could be one. Well, his pro career He did call him a cokehead. Yes, he did.
He turned into a cokehead.
We got facts. He said it on here.
That was the kingdom of fiendom.
If he comes to haunt you tonight, then don't be mad at us.
I wasn't rooting for him.
I'm telling you like this. I'm gonna do this on air. Len Bias and Reggie Michael Jordan would have a ring.
Not
coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Man,
stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
That is the most disrespectful I ever heard.
Curry, let me talk to somebody who got some sense right now. Curry, Sorsby, the quarterback that was at Cincinnati, he had over like 90,000, was 900 betting on his own team and things of that nature. He's going in the supplemental draft. The rumors is that he's going to the New York Jets. And if you go to supplemental draft, then you give up, I think, is it a first or second round pick next year? I don't know which one it is.
You give up depending on the round that you give.
It could be the second, third, or fourth.
Okay.
And you give up your second round next year.
Okay.
They're not going to do that.
They haven't listed who's going to be.
Somebody got some background, something going on. Somebody got some background.
They haven't ranked. It's not based off of the draft this year. They actually do a random draw who actually has the best ranking.
But I know they was talking about. I know they saying about the Jets. That Jets should go after him. Now, Curry, what they're saying though is this kid would have been. He would have been the second best quarterback coming out of this draft if he would have been in the draft. So you being a GM. Are you trusting this kid to come to your team and play?
The way I feel about it is, I think he personally should not be eligible to play in the NFL, at least not this year, because for one, what you're doing is you're undermining the NCAA. The NCAA says, they want to handle it one way. So he said, well, you know what? I'm just going to back out of this thing. I'm going to the NFL. That's what I'm going to do. So he's escaping all punishment from the NCAA. But that's not to say that the NFL won't suspend him for 5 or 6 games, which in my opinion still won't be enough. I just think he should be banned completely. I mean, this is worse than what Pete Rose did. This is worse. He should be banned for life for playing in. I know they gave that one guy that suspended him for a year. I can't think of his name, but anyway, I just don't think they should allow him to play. Who could trust this guy to answer your question? I wouldn't trust him. What if at the end of the game on the line, he's throwing the ball and he throws an interception in the end zone? What's the first thing on top of your mind? You don't think this Joker done bet on the game and done cost me all my money? Especially you are outside and you bet on that game. And he took and threw an interception and cost you money. No, I think he'd be a high risk.
I don't say
he didn't bet against his team. No, he
bet on his team. He bet on his team.
Yeah,
he bet on his team.
Like Pete Rose. Both of them did.
Yeah. I mean, what he done? I'm saying it's just as worse as Pete Rose. I don't think he. I mean, Pete Rose probably rolling over his grave right now, saying, "What?
But let me ask you guys a question. What judge in the right mind will overrule the NCAA said this kid could play? I wonder, was he alumni?
Hates college football.
I was going to be ready to say that.
He's probably a booster or a good friend of a booster.
Exactly.
Don't like college football. That's the great thing about being the judge. They can't take you off. They're not going to get you off the bench.
But I'm just saying though, the judge overruled the NCAA, and they's like, oh no. So basically, what's happening?
NCAA.
Nobody likes him. They
why should he go forward?
But what I'm saying though is that there's something behind him overruling that right there. It's obvious. This guy went to rehab for betting. He went to rehab.
45 days rehab.
All his dirt. And that's not even long enough. He did that just to say I recovered from whatever I recovered from. And I'm gonna say this: the weird part about this is Josh Gordon, who had a alcoholic problem, and that's why he didn't pan out in the NFL like he should have. He was the reason why he was in the supplementary draft. Yeah, he had alcohol. Alcohol was his nemesis. You know,
as Stephen A. Smith said, he couldn't stay off the weed.
But that too. But I mean, weed ain't to me, weed wasn't the issue. It was the alcohol.
It was the issue.
But what I'm saying, everybody
had
smoked weed back
following
then.
him.
But the thing about that's after the fact that they's like, yo, stop doing what you're doing. We're gonna have somebody. We got to handle it.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have suspended him for like a year for alcohol.
But what I'm saying to you is that the last player they had come through the summer draft had similar issues, had addiction issues, right? And now Sorensen has the same issue. But my whole thing is right here. So we're talking about the NCAA right now, and the biggest issue that's going to the NCAA right now is the NIL situation. And now teams are talking about getting away from the NIL because it's not fair to everybody. Because now certain teams got more money than certain teams got more money, and I don't know if that's a problem. I mean, it's not a problem because I don't have no football team, so I don't care who does what in football no more. I don't have.
Now let me say this. The problem came about when Nick Saban decided to leave.
Exactly.
As long as Alabama was winning, everything was good. Now that Indiana and all these other teams are winning, it becomes a problem.
And you remember what what's old boy for Clemson, the coach from Clemson, he said, "Oh, now the playing fields are fair. Now Nick Saban want to get out." Nick Saban, and the thing about it is that Nick Saban can still coach because you got a GM now taking care of the money part of it, right? So he ain't got to worry about the NIL money part of it. He just got to coach football. So again, now everybody caught to what. So now that everybody caught what Alabama had been doing since I've been a little kid, dropping bags off at the corner store, putting them in a laundromat, and mom goes and wash clothes, and she comes out with an extra bag, and nobody knows what's going on and things of that nature. And so, it is what it is. But the thing about it is though now that everybody caught up to Nick Saban, caught up to Alabama. Now Nick Saban wants to get out of it because he said it's too much for him. But I don't think it's too much.
Well,
for him.
UCLA used to do that.
All of them did it. All of them did it. All right.
Somebody having a whole conversation in the background.
Yeah.
Hello?
I don't know who that is, but please mute me. Please mute. Who is that?
It's gonna tear up.
Okay. Next up, guys, we got time to talk. We got time to talk about the dysfunctional of the Dallas Mavericks.
Hey, before you go, can I ask? I got a question for Rich.
Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead.
Hey, Rich, did you see what my Florida Panthers did?
No, what did they do?
I'm off this.
What do you say?
No, what did they do?
They brought in Brady Tkachuk.
Oh yeah, yeah, that happened today or earlier part today.
They stacked, man. They stacked. I thought they were going to be pretty good anyway going into next year once they overcome the injuries. But adding Brady Kachuk and then the guys that had to play during all those injuries this past year, they gained a lot of good experience. So I think they're going to be I think they're going to be going for it again. They'll be probably the odds-on favorite to win it. Not to say they will, but they should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to get younger and faster.
I saw that earlier today that they hired him. I didn't know how significant that was, but it kept coming across my screen. And I think that happened yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a coach either.
So
We need a coach.
the dysfunction of the Dallas Mavericks, since they won a title in 2000, when they won the title, 2007. Was it 2007? Yeah, 2007, I think it was. And then then the Celtics won in 2008. So since then, the players they've given up. First of all, the ownership. I don't understand what Mark Cuban was thinking about giving up ownership. Now he wants ownership back, right? They have lost. They let Jalen Brunson walk for absolutely nothing. When I mean nothing,
2011.
is Ray would always say they stealing money, and they didn't even ask, they just let him walk, right? Without doing can we do a sign and trade for him or something? They just let him walk, right? A couple years later, now the guy MVP, 6'2" MVP of the NBA Finals, and he has a title. Porzingis lets him walk. They get pieces and parts of Porzingis, but it doesn't amount to anything for.
They traded him.
No, I said they get pieces. I said they got pieces and parts for Porzingis, but it didn't amount to anything, right? He gets an NBA title, right? Then you trade Luka, and Luka still got years to grow to be the player he needs to be on maybe the Lakers.
And they got flag because of that.
Yeah, but we already know Cooper Flag ain't staying.
He's still there right now.
He has no choice but to be there.
He might stay.
He's not. No, he's not.
Find him a big
Rich, listen, Rich. If you don't believe nothing I'm telling you right now, and this is gonna be recorded, he's gonna go to Boston.
Everybody's going to Boston.
No, he's right.
If Michael Jordan came back in his prime today, you'd say he's going to Boston.
Rich, listen to me.
Cooper Flag is just like Paul Skeens going to the Yankees. Then no things that are going to happen.
Listen to me, Rich. Why you think that? I'm gonna tell you where the conversation happened. Right before the draft, he went to Boston, talked to them. Right. Boston entertained doing something for Dallas, and Dallas like, no, we want Cooper Flag. But Dallas already knows that he's leaving to go to Boston. That was the conversation that was had up in Boston with Brad Stevens. It was just him and Brad. Nobody else but him and Brad Stevens were talking. But yeah, he's gonna leave. But the thing about it is, though, I'm talking about all the players they let go, right? And now look at where they're at right now, in the dysfunction of what happened. And again, Mark Cuban, I want to know why. And I think the reason why Mark Cuban sold the team is because he doesn't want to deal with the apron 1 and apron 2, all of that. Because it's like, yo, you gotta be accountant +3 to understand how the apron works, the buy trade value, the taxation, all this other craziness going on. You gotta understand all that, right? And I don't think he really wanted to be bothered with that. But he's the only one writing the check.
I don't think that's the reason.
Why do you think he sold the team?
NBA franchises are not profitable unless you sell them.
Right, but what my point though is now he wants to buy the team.
That's not good business. He's a businessman. That's not good business.
But he wants to buy the team back because you know why? He said they drugged the team in the mud. The owners that got the team, he thought they was gonna do better than what they're doing, and they're not doing it.
The way that he was operating, he could.
Well, Cuban ain't getting them team back.
No, he's not.
Get in, you don't get out until you make $4 billion.
Well, I'm just saying he said if I knew this was going to happen to the team, I would have never sold the team. That was his comment. But I'm just looking at the players that they let go, and now look at them now, and they're I don't know if Kyrie's staying. They're saying Kyrie's not up for trade. He's not up for trade. You got. I mean, the bright thing, you got Cooper Flag, but now let's say, Rich, you're right. He doesn't go anywhere, right? The window for him and Kyrie to play together is what, 2 more years? Would you give Kyrie 2 more years to play?
Maybe
if he's healthy. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So the window there.
It made no sense.
The ownership doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. The ownership doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing, trading Luka. First of all, trading Luka for Anthony Davis was the dumbest trade ever because you could have got way more. No, you could have got way more for Luka. Yeah.
Nah, he needed to be out of Dallas.
I'm not saying he didn't need to be out of Dallas. What I'm saying to you is that you made a trade with a team, and this is what you got back, and you trade him to another team, right? It guarantee you, if Dallas would have came out and said Luka's up for trade, they would have got way more than what they got for him.
You put Anthony Davis with Luka, not trade for Luka.
You don't understand how much Dallas they would have never gone for it.
What's that?
Somebody please mute their phones or whatever.
Somebody
sound like TV.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So,
say one thing.
Go ahead.
Well,
I just want to go on record and say this.
Go
The
ahead.
overselling of Luka is just crazy. He's one-dimensional and he kills you at the other end. Everybody's talking about Luka. Luka's just one-dimensional. He quits. There's no difference between him and James Harden.
But this is my thing with Luka, is that, and I don't disagree with you, Ray, because I seen it firsthand. But the thing about it is Dallas, that trade for Dallas didn't make any sense to trade to make that trade, because Dallas could have got way more, because you got a guy that can if healthy, like we talked about, if healthy, can be a double guy, right?
That doesn't mean his plus minus makes sense.
But the thing about it is, though, is with Kyrie there, it makes his game easier for Davis. The problem was Davis was playing the center. They didn't want Davis playing the center. They wanted him.
Davis wasn't playing the center.
He wants to play. He wants to play four. He wants to be a four.
They had Lakely and they had Dallas.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, though, I think there were some parts of the game where he ended up being down in the post as not playing center in the zone, but being part of he's the last person for defense, basically, for that team, right? So he could block the shots more than anybody else on the team. And I don't think
he was playing with Likely and Gafford. They both got hurt.
I'm not saying nothing about them, but I'm saying the end result was he ended up being the shot blocker, which
because they both got hurt.
Right, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But my whole thing is this right here. Kyrie would have made the game easier for him, because now you have a point guard that he never really had a point guard in LA that could get him the ball like he could get him the ball in Dallas. So again, the trade from Dallas to
LeBron wasn't their point guard in LA when they won the championship.
Made no sense.
And they also had Rondo.
It made
Rondo wasn't a good point guard.
He wasn't the point guard that he was when he was Boston. right? But he's
Did they win the championship? Did they win the championship in the bubble?
Yeah, he did. But what I'm saying, overall history of him, but the overall history of Anthony Davis being in Dallas, I mean being in LA, right? Rondo was there for what? Rondo was there once and came back again, right?
2 years. They won it.
So the first. Yeah, so the first year he didn't win nothing. Then he came back, and Rondo probably is the reason why they won the game, because again he made the game easier for everybody around him. What Kyrie would have done with he would have the same thing with Davis if he would have stayed in Dallas. But again, Dallas trades him to Washington. Right. And the thing about it is, if you open it up to everybody, all the teams in the NBA, for Anthony Davis or Luka, you get more than one player. You get draft picks, you get picks, whatever. That draft, I mean that trade made no sense at all. And I'm sitting there, I swear to God, I thought somebody, when I saw it, I was like, I'm getting punked. I said, I know I'm getting punked. Who put this on Facebook? Who did this?
You thought I did it.
And then when it came out reality, I was like, what in the world is going on here? And LeBron had a lot to do with that. LeBron had a lot to do with that.
Oh, that line.
He had LeBron knew exactly what was going on. LeBron knew.
I didn't know what was going on.
That Anthony Davis get traded. He had dinner talking about what? Yeah, you had a lot to do with that.
I was going out to dinner.
That was just, to me. That just, I mean, but you look at Dallas, Luka, Porzingis, Jalen Brunson, three guys that got 2 out of 3 guys got titles. One been to the final, and these are guys that you could have built your team around, but you wasn't. I'm not saying you wasn't patient enough, but you just made the wrong moves. You know what I'm saying? And again, some trades are better off not making than making the trades. You know.
So Kevin, I got a question. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
And I got a question for everybody on the panel. Does anybody think that Luka will ever win a championship?
I don't.
The way he's going now?
Unless they win the team around it like
he won't.
Not
he
until
won't
they
win a
add
team
some
in
more
LA.
players.
He won't add a team in LA. He won't win it. He won't win a title in LA. I'm gonna say that.
Thank you.
No.
He won't win the title in LA because he don't have Luka needs guys that are shooters. Like he would fit lovely with Golden State because he could be like a Kevin Love on the Golden State team. Don't have to do everything, but just do what you do best. Because you got back in the day, you had your shooters and things like that.
I think he'll win.
I
think he'll win a title in LA. Us in LA, we make miracles happen, baby.
Yeah. This is one miracle you're gonna be waiting on for a long time. You're gonna be waiting on a long time.
I give it 2 years.
With
who? I give it 2 years. How?
So who's coming?
I
So
give it 2 years. How?
Who's coming to LA to help him?
Hey, less has happened, more has happened before. LA always got to trick up their sleeve. All you're saying is you give it 2 years. My boys connected to the Dodgers. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make this happen. First of all, the Lakers are pressed up against the second apron. How is this going to happen? It won't take us 53 years like the Knicks. No. We're not talking about the Knicks. We don't do that in LA. 53 years. We're not talking about the Knicks. The subject matter is the Lakers. Well, hold it. Listen. We don't do that in LA. No, you got to listen. You can sing, but you can't talk at the same time.
Let him talk, Dana. Go ahead, Ray.
All I'm saying is this. You say we don't do that in LA. We don't do that. They haven't won, and the reason why they haven't won is because they haven't gotten the quality players. You could get anybody. They had LeBron and my man, and they haven't won. So just because you bring players don't mean you're gonna win. We shall see. You keep saying 2 years, but here's my question. You say 2 years. How are you going to change it in 2 years when you're pressed up against the second apron?
Mm-hmm.
Anything has happened. Any and everything has happened with that Laker wizardry.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like
Then,
Harry
talking
Potter
magic.
work.
You're talking magic. You're talking
It's
magic.
like
I'm talking about
we don't
realistic.
even want LeBron no more.
I'm not talking about LeBron. He's about to sign a big. LeBron's about to sign a $57 million contract. So what are we
because he
talking
ain't take,
about? I could say,
because he ain't
I
taking a
could
pay
say,
cut.
I could say Charlotte's going to win a championship in 2 years. But you
I
can't
give
just
the
say
Lakers 2
anything.
years.
When you talk, you got to be concrete. You can't just make up stuff. It's because I got an oven in the kitchen. Don't mean I can bake biscuits.
Hey, you can try.
You can buy some grants.
Stop letting yourself down. You can try.
Hey, Dana, let me tell you this right now. In 2 years, the Lakers might not even make the playoffs.
Thank you.
Yeah,
In 2
probably not.
years, the Lakers gonna be in the
I'm
finals
not being
again.
funny.
And I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
being
here
funny
telling
about
you, I
it.
told you so.
But Dana, ain't nobody going out to LA no more.
That's what
The thing about it is,
that's what it looks. That's what it looks like. Nobody want to go.
The apron is the reason why ain't
Thank
nobody
you.
going out there.
That's what
The
I'm
apron
saying.
is the reason why.
The who?
If you're not gonna if you're
The
gonna pay
apron will make
max
the
money,
Olympics.
if you're gonna pay max money, on the second apron, you need to have a team that said we're going to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals and we're going to the NBA Finals. That's the only way you know that you're probably gonna lose money, but that's the only way you do that. If you look at Golden State said, I don't care about the money, right? And that's why the apron
Right.
came into play, because they didn't really give a damn about the money, and they just kept on winning titles after titles. Even though they said, even if we went 7-game series in every series that we played, we still lost money, right? So down there saying,
Right.
now we're gonna come up with an apron because they complained about it, but they was winning titles. They didn't care because they was losing money, but they was winning titles. So you're okay with that. But then now that they not winning titles, they gotta come off. They gotta get rid of some players. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even the Celtics, when they won the title, that following year, they lost and they got rid of everybody because they didn't want to pay that tax. That tax is hefty because you end up losing draft picks and all the other stuff. It's a lot. You need to read up on it. And that right there
Okay.
is that's the demon of what they brought to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got to be accountant time 4 to understand all of that jargon that he put involved. You can lose a draft pick if you let's say you're the Bulls and we're winning. Bulls said, man, F that pick. Okay. Well, check this out. We're getting ready to tax you for another $10 million because you don't want to get underneath the luxury tax. But you're winning, but you're not winning no titles. You may be getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. You may be getting the playoffs. You may be saying we're one piece away, right? You've been saying you're one piece away for like the next 4 or 5 years, but that money stacking up and stacking up and stacking up, and they're like, yo, when and owners gonna like, I can't keep eating this money. And if you think about it, that's why you saw a couple owners sell their teams in recent for basketball. And you're probably gonna if baseball goes to something similar, you're gonna see a lot of owners doing the same thing in baseball, selling their teams in baseball because they can't afford to pay those luxury taxes that they're gonna ship on them. The only thing missing is
They just
football.
don't want to.
And football football would never do it because it's just not beneficial for football because football is on another whole level. You know what I'm saying? But basketball, they had to do something because of Golden State. And because of Golden State is the reason why they had that first apron, the second apron. And that eats up a lot. Look at that second apron. And after 2 years, look at how much money them owners are giving up. They give up an extra island. They got to give an island up to pay that money, right? Like Ray was just talking about New York. New York can't keep that team together. They can probably go back to back, but after that, somebody got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So but the thing about it is, Los Angeles ain't the place to go no more. If you want to go anywhere, if you want to go anywhere, you want to go to Florida or you want to go to Texas where you pay no state tax. If you looked at what the New York Knicks made bonus money wise, compared to what San Antonio made.
Ooh.
New York tax-wise took over half their taxes. San Antonio had 3/4 of their taxes kept. So when teams look at the money part of it, Florida and Texas is going to be two places that they're going to want to go play. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas or Florida gets another basketball team just for that reason only, because everybody can't play San Antonio, Dallas, and Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got Miami and
Tampa.
Orlando, and you look at Jacksonville for a basketball team, or you look at Tampa for a basketball team. 3 teams, and that money makes that. You just go look at New York law. They paid over half the bonus and taxes.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's bananas.
Yes,
that's
it is.
bananas.
Yes, it is.
And San Antonio, who lost, made more money than all the players on San Antonio made more money than Knicks did on bonus money. But you're a Laker fan, and I understand that and all that. But it is what it is.
I'm just talking trash.
I know we had 2 hours. Let's go around the horn real quick. Let's go with Curry. Curry, what you got going on, sports wise? Curry, you still there?
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey man, I'm just excited about the Tar Heels just being in the championship. I still think they're down right now, but I think they're gonna win it. I think they'll come and win.
What's the score?
But Oklahoma's gonna be tough.
What's the score?
The last score I saw was 3-0 Oklahoma.
Okay.
6-1.
And now 6-1.
It's 6. You said 6-1 now.
6-1.
I broke away from it. Yeah, that's just a game though. That's okay.
Lou,
it ain't no
sports wise. What you got going on?
Well, World Cup soccer is going on, and it's being played by neck of the woods. And Team USA is off to a fabulous start. They've already won the group, and now we're going to head into the round 32. And I'm saying, keep it up. Let's go USA.
Okay, Ray Bennett, you still on the line? What you got going on?
The New York Knicks won the championship.
They don't even know.
Can't say nothing.
They don't even know how to celebrate. It's been so long. They don't even know what sport they play.
Thanks, Ray.
Hey, wait a minute.
I got 10 years to talk.
Go ahead, Ray. Say it again.
I said the New York Knicks just won the championship. I got 10 years. You can't say nothing to me for the next 10 years.
No, okay.
We'll see you in 53 years.
Dana, what you got for us?
I'm just waiting for football season because the Knicks have 53 years, the Dogs have 54. Let's go Dolphins.
Uh-oh. Okay. Do we got everybody online? Razoo, you still out there? Is Razoo out there? Razoo? No, he got all. We got okay. Mo, what you got?
By tomorrow night, the Boston Celtics will have a power forward without trading Jaylen Brown. And that power forward will be Marius Sabonis. They will have another big 3 in Boston tomorrow.
Okay. Rich, what you got for me?
I'm looking forward to football season.
Yo, I'm not laughing at you, but your body language is like.
Because my baseball season is a disaster. And I'm looking forward to the NBA draft. I want the Bulls to possibly have to move up and grab Caleb Wilson.
Have anybody found out who's going to be the coach for the Pelicans? Did the Pelicans got a coach yet?
Pelicans got
They
a
the only
coach.
team without a coach. Who's the coach?
Pelicans got a
I think they
coach.
fired
He went to Dallas.
Somebody Some
He
teams
got
don't.
the
What teams
they
don't have
have
a
the Orlando Magic coach.
Yep,
Yeah.
Orlando.
who? So who?
Yeah,
Every
Orlando
team has a
Magic.
coach now.
Yeah.
Except Orlando.
So who's in
Jamal
Portland?
Mosley.
Oh, they don't have one. They're still looking for one.
Yeah, Tiago Splitter, who they let go, is the Bulls coach.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say this: we might lose Sam Cassell or maybe Rondo going to coach that team. I would love to see Rondo coach. I think Rondo will be. I think Rondo will be an excellent coach.
Sam Cassell did the job in Seattle.
My take on the draft and the trade is I'm so afraid that Jaylen Brown will be traded away tomorrow. And I don't blame him for wanting to be traded. I don't want him to trade because this would be the second player on the Boston Celtics team that I had, my favorite player that they got rid of again. I think the damage has already been done. His name's been thrown around, being traded so many times. I think he's ready to have his own team, but I would love to see him stay in Boston. I'm not a big. I don't want Giannis to come there. I want Giannis can go to Miami and roll out with Miami because they're going to gut that team out, and he's going to be in the same situation he's in right now, trying to find players to play with him. But I would love for Jaylen Brown to stay in Boston, and that'd be a sigh of relief if he does stay in Boston after tomorrow. But everything I'm hearing is that everything I'm hearing is that regardless if they get Giannis or not, he might not be there. And I really don't understand that this guy put the team on his back. He plays the best defensive player on the team. I mean, he played the best offensive player on the team. Should have been all NBA. And even though the East was a little weak this year, he still got that team to where it went to. And it's a proven fact that even though the man's outspoken, that's his character. Danny Ainge knew what he's getting when he drafted him, right? He's just a smart Afro-American black man in this country that they ain't taking no slack from nobody. He'll question you, question anybody. But when it comes to the basketball program, let him and Jason run this back one more time to see if this works.
Can I say one thing, Kevin?
Go ahead, Ray.
Part of the problem with Boston is not that they shoot threes. They don't develop. If they don't develop an inside game, they can't win.
That's the problem. And to me, that's the issue. Where I would love for them to get Miles Turner, or I love for them to get the kid from Utah.
Miles Turner's another three-point shooter.
No, but he can play inside as well.
Sabonis is better.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm just saying I agree with you with Sabonis, right? Even the kid from Utah that was at the Grizzlies, Jackson. I would love to see Boston get him too, because basketball has always been inside out. Inside. It was it's never ever going to change, right? Because jump shooters lose their legs in the third and fourth quarter. Ask San Antonio Spurs in third quarter, game 4, what happened?
I was there.
What happened? You got 7'4" guy on the floor that couldn't even get in the paint. You know, so inside outside works, and I don't care what nobody say. That's how basketball will be. If you look at teams that win titles, they go inside out, and that's how they win. So I'm cool with Sabonis coming there. I just don't want to get rid of Jaylen Brown. I think that will be, and I've been a Celtic fan since '72. And I remember when they traded Paul Westphal for Charlie Scott. That was probably the worst trade ever. Westphal came in, gets finished, and wore Charlie Scott behind out. Wore him out. Even though Boston won. And
Jaylen Brown is too black for Boston.
What? No, I
They'll probably trade Brown.
I don't think Jalen's too black for Boston. I just think
Is he
that
saying
Jalen
that
Brown
who you
speaks
don't
his
wrestle in?
mind. He speaks his mind, and it's not Boston that has a problem with it. It's the NBA. That's who has a problem with it.
That's the funny thing about it. Boston actually embraced Jalen Brown more than they do Tatum.
It's the NBA that don't like it because, like, when he first came in, they said that he thought he was very arrogant, but the man's smart.
He went to Cal.
He's smart.
Jalen Brown is too black and too educated for Boston, and that makes him dangerous under that green and white. Everybody knows it. You know it. You just don't want to lose Jalen Brown, but he's just too black for them.
So
he's like outwardly black.
Now, if you say he's dark skinned, that makes more sense than black.
Define too black for me when it comes to what you're saying. I'm not.
He's almost militant in Boston. Like legit, like his social media, like he does not bite his tongue about anything that's going on out here. And Jalen Brown just might be too black for Boston because he's outwardly black, like he's openly and outwardly. And I can see that rubbing Boston the wrong way a little bit because Boston's not really known for their, their diversity, tolerance of diversity.
I'll just say this.
Are you talking about the city or the team?
Retires as a Celtic. He will be the governor
and the fans.
Now, I got to disagree with the team part of it. I got to disagree with that.
Okay.
Because
there's
Black history written all over Boston Celtics.
I agree. I mean,
I think the whole country's too black.
I just think Boston.
I get what you're saying, but the thing about it is Jalen Brown calls people out when they attack him, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong for it. Like, for example, when Stephen A. Smith said there's this organization in the NBA that thinks that he's too arrogant, but I'm not gonna give out the source. And he said, "Tell me the source." He said, "Tell me who it is. Tell me who the source is." Right? And Stephen A. couldn't do it.
As a fellow black man, I don't see nothing wrong with Jalen's doing. I think that he does great. I think he's doing good things because he's educating people, he's helping people, like he's doing all the things. However, Boston just is not known for tolerance. And he's extremely educated. Like this ain't Bill Russell. This ain't Bill Russell with a 58 education. This is Jalen Brown that went to, where'd he go, Cal? Yeah, like Berkeley.
Yeah. But
let me say this to you. Almost Ivy League educated. They don't like him.
But let me say this to you. Do you know why he went? You know why he went to Cal Berkeley?
Because he was intelligent.
Because he's smart.
No. You know why? He got a traffic citation. Right. He got a traffic citation, and they didn't say what the traffic citation was. So all the schools stopped calling him, other than Cal. He was supposed to go to Kentucky. Calipari stopped calling him. North Carolina stopped calling him. All the schools stopped calling him because they didn't know what the traffic citation was. And the only thing it was is that he did a rolling stop at a stop sign, and that was it.
He got a better education.
Right, but I'm just saying. But basketball wise, he'd have been seen more. He's going to be seen more on the East Coast than he would be out in Cal. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, when they drafted him, I said, "Who was Jalen Brown?" I had to go look it up and see who this kid was. He had a kid and play haircut, and I'm like, "Yo, this dude can ball, but he can't shoot. He can play defense, but he can't shoot." You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go back to this. Boston. The city has embraced him more than you think, right? And I'm gonna say this because I know people that live up there. I know, and I got a little connection up there, right? And there's a lot of stuff he's doing up there that they're glad he's doing it because nobody else wanted to do it or could do it, and he's not from Boston, right? So he's just a person that he's a person that he's not gonna allow you to say anything and he's not gonna respond. He's not that person that's not gonna respond. And I think that you need to have more players like him in the NBA. But they're afraid of losing the money. Go ahead, Ray.
When we talk about Jaylen Brown, I think everybody is too black. You won't be able to say stuff that they say, and you just gonna sit there and take it. All of us would say something back to him. I remember when Maurice Lucas was in Portland, getting treated like dirt. Players traditionally in sports have been black players have been treated like dirt. He's just doing what black people do. Speak up.
But there's a difference between the way LeBron James is bringing that same work and how Jaylen Brown does it.
Well, that's because LeBron straddles the fence. Jaylen Brown's on one side, and that's it. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And I don't know what type of lifestyle he had. I don't know what type of lifestyle he had growing up as a kid. I don't know if he's poor or whatever the case may be. You know, like Jason Tatum. Look, Jason Tatum said he went without lights sometimes and no electricity. So he knows what it is to not have what it has. But the thing about it is that at some point in time, somebody got to step up and say what's right, what's wrong in this country. And I don't mind Jaylen Brown doing it. I mean, we have what's the name in Congress doing it. It's time, because if we don't say anything, then who will? Because the way this country's going right now, if the way this country's going right now, we in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. If you don't speak your mind, people gonna take advantage of you. It's simple as that.
Amen.
So, but that's the end of my spiel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I will be on. I'll start my vacation June 30th. I should be back. Well, that Monday I might not do a show. I'll be on the highway coming back. But again, I want to give a shout out. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy birthday to everybody that had a birthday. Keep in prayer. Steve Davidson's family as well. Any sports person I'm missing, guys, or anybody like that had passed away that I can't think of right now? Okay. If that's the case, guys, y'all have a good night, man. God bless. And we'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show. You have been entertained in the sports world by K-Dix from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with a large heart, Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida, and Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. Remember, we throw stones and we live in glass houses. Big time players make big time plays in big time games. Stay ready to be ready. You have been listening to an In the Zone Sports Talk Radio production. Remember, you can hear us again on Star107FM.com on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to download the Try99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.